Hey everybody, welcome to Crosshair Evo, Crosshair Invitational League. We've got week 6 match, Globos Blancos, recently rebranded Sotoras Two, versus the Meowing Cats, less recently rebranded Skill Issue. I'm joined here, hopefully in a minute, with Tony. Everybody knows Tony. Everybody loves Tony. Can we get some, there we go. So we're looking at the rankings right now. Just a little quick recap. We've got the Wizards of Oz on top with a 5-1. Meowing Cats coming in tied with second with Portland Burnsiders and For Fun Gaming, and Extended Warranty is a big fight for second place right now. Gundam 7 Stars in third with a 3-3. So Sotoras 2, which is now Globos Blancos.
Globos Blancos, baby.
Technically fourth with a 1-4. Expired Pancakes in fifth right now with 0-5. Hopefully they'll get their first win soon. And nice of you to join us, Tony.
Yeah, I came in a little bit late, but it's all right. A lot of the teams have actually vied for what looks like second place. Everybody has gotten their 3 wins, but then upsets have been happening throughout the season. So, everybody's taking a hit here and there. It's been interesting to see, a lot of teams making sure this thing does not look so one-sided so far, and I like that, Good fights all around.
Yeah, we're just waiting right now for these teams to finish their map pick bans, and we'll get into the unit bans and then the action.
Yes, sir. These beautiful masterminds with their carefully crafted map picking bands. Can you move, cat, please? Thank you.
New transition came in as we're now watching the bans live.
No, it already happened. Oh no, it's still going. Okay. What do we got here?
It's looking like we got a lot of orange check marks up top and some blue check marks below it.
I see they're not a fan of the Ironworks today, these two teams. Or the Meowing Cats are actually banning Ironworks. They don't want to run the new map.
They banned both the new maps. How dare they?
I know. There's no new gameplay to see here today. You hate to see it. I hate to see it. That's not right. Bandai worked so hard on these maps. When's the last time you had a new one? Come on now. Think about it.
Last week. But Globos Blancos pulled up on the R&D, and then Meowing Cats wants to pull up on trading posts.
I think they'll keep it very. Go ahead.
Very what?
No, you speak.
I was just going to say 2 of the probably most common maps we've seen this season.
I mean, you can't go wrong with Mountain R&D. It just is such a very favored domination map to run. Everybody plays it. It's been played since the hang myself. Double echo. No, it's been just very good to hear. I'm not here. Oh my gosh. Sorry, Twitch stream just messed me up for a second. But no, every team has played Mountain R&D since the beginning of this game, and it's for good reason too. This map leaves it all down to the players themselves. The skill is what gets you through that map. So if you can play that very well, it's yours, deservedly so. But Colony Trading Post is gonna, definitely go towards the team that works the strategy, the cohesion more often, and as deservedly show on a game mode that makes your team work as just that, a team. Be cohesive.
Yeah, it seems like R&D is just like the Dust 2 of G-Evo.
Mm-hmm. It's just so popular, everybody wants to run it. You can't say no to it either. Are we getting a new map here soon? Or a third map here soon? What do they got here? Alright. My eyes are on... Canyon base would be a little spicy. We haven't seen too much of that recently.
That's where the lobby is right now, because every time you mess with room settings, it defaults to Canyon base. For reasons unknown.
The game's got a bias towards certain maps. We see it.
And Canyon base goes down.
No. You know, I am very excited to see who the Meowing Cats are running today against Globos Blancos. Globos Blancos practically being almost a new roster altogether with all the switches that had to be made recently. Despite, although they still have the two flagship players, Xander and Soccer, holding it down. Arbalist too, but he was joined a little bit later on down the road. But Soccer and Xander have held it down for quite a while on T2. For Sotoras, the second team now named Globos Blancos.
Yeah, that rebrand's coming in clutch. We see them. They went into the unit band with the logo and everything. They want to be known.
Yeah, and that's good for them. You know, some of these players haven't really seen any of the comp scene yet, which is a bit of a shame considering how close the game is to end of service. But you know, better late than never. And I hope they keep swinging strong.
Yep. So we see Globos Blanco starting on attack for every map. It's a bold strategy, Cotton.
Let's see if it pays out.
So now we enter the unit band portion.
Oh, send that invite again?
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay.
Totally non-biased.
No bias whatsoever. I don't have bias to a team. What do you mean? None of that here. I love all teams. I played on equally.
And you filled for every team at this point.
Pretty much. Whether it be in scrims or somewhat. But yeah, I've played on a lot of these teams and I met a lot of these players. All good lads. Would have loved to play with you guys for longer, but alas, the game comes to an end soon. Sad times. So, but for now, we ball. Ain't that right?
We ball till November.
Mm-hmm. So, is there any bands you want to see going into R&D?
Ooh, for R&D. I mean, I see Bonekell's Z2M picture there for his account picture, his profile picture, and I dislike Z2M with a passion. If either team bans Z2M, that's fine with me.
It's a melee bias. Here we go. We're already hearing it. I think, honestly, I got $5 to the first team that wants to ban Hyperion off the map. Just for one game. You know?
Hyperion?
It's Hyperion's so integral to team comps and stuff like that. I feel like we could do without it.
I can see it on Colony, but banning Hyperion here?
Not the strongest ban, but it's still a ban. I just don't want to see the suit. Get him out of here. Let's mix things up a little bit.
Ooh. Cats bring in their first ban, and it might be an upset. Something some people may not have seen coming.
Something spicy.
It's kind of spicy.
I mean, if you're a big fan of the Meowing Cats like I have been for a while, I think you should know what suit they just banned right now, and that would be the infamous Dom Trooper.
A little spicy.
A little spicy indeed, but I think both teams are going to make do without it, even though that suit is very important. I wonder what Sotoras want to come out the gate and ban. They have a lot of options here.
Yes, Globos Blancos.
I had to get the name right. You just changed it on me today, all right?
Ooh, another kind of an upset.
Update on the deck here.
Update. And they banned the Susanoo. And that came right from Soccer's mouth himself. The Susanoo player for Globos Blancos.
Man doesn't want to play Susan today. That's it. The shackles are off. We run an Exia here tonight, hopefully.
We don't know. He's been putting in some time on some shooters.
Nice little flex then, huh? Well, the bans are off, and the game is going to get started soon. But without these bans on the map, which honestly, both these bans are really good for taking off the teams for domination maps. It makes them really have to find something else to suit into. Maybe a bit of an older style comp. No, I got cut off. No. Okay.
And the match is starting.
This is a domination mission.
Ooh, and we see the daily devotion coming out for Globos Blancos.
Starting strong with the team Unician. It's all purple Haros everywhere. Daily devotion, you love to see it.
What was that word you used? Unician?
I don't know what I'm saying right now, dude. It just...
It's
Delirium
a nice
is the
word.
name
I
of...
like the word.
Delirium is the name of the game today. I honestly just can't talk.
All right, so
I
we're
almost had
starting
no
off
casting
with
today.
we're starting off with an A point. First off, A. It's not C, it's not B. I like it.
I sure was hoping it was going to be D point maybe, but alas, here we are. 8-point style. Looking at the team suits right now. It's going to be a double melee coming from Globos Blancos' side. And it's going to actually be met by the same way with Mikazuki and Bonkel both responding to the same melee suit. So this is going to be interesting.
Oh, see? Bonkel's playing that unit I said I didn't want.
Hey,
Tell him to change.
Blancos wants to see it. They want them in that battle, just messing things up. So let's see which team has the melee suits that provide more for their side.
Oh, Soccer's playing it too.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, well, as of right now, Globos Blancos is fighting for the opposite hills. Neither team actually holding the high ground for either side yet. Bonkel is kind of picking the top. Left at 1 HP, going to get ran down by Bonkel. And it's going to be one out of the fight already before the point even opens.
Ooh,
Still,
Eldor
regardless,
got a good kill on Crib on the mountain there.
Yeah. Oh.
Ooh, and got
Eldor.
The Mikazuki stun.
Yeah. Despite losing a member early, Globos Blancos actually managed to capture the point first. And are going to hold it for a good amount of time before Meowcats even staggers up to get another push in. Orbit goes down to the focus fire from the Pale and the Gundam. With those suits,
or Master Jake. Sorry, the M names. Eno and Arbalest keeping the hill. We see Mikazuki come in.
Mikazuki went in. He got the pick on Elidor real quick, but it wasn't enough to actually put him down for good. Bonkel actually on 1 HP in stance, having to make his way out off the point. And it actually flips to Meowing Cat's side. They're going to manage to get 8% before the point flips to B. But now we're going to see the melee suits really get some value in underground. Eno's fighting for the point already. 20 seconds left, but he doesn't, or 20 seconds before he even unlocks, but he does not care. He's already going to ult it and make sure this stays theirs for a while.
Yeah, he said, you can't get on my point. That's what he told him.
Whether it's blue, red, or not, he holds this square, and it's his. Actually,
some windows get taken out, cleared.
It's kind of surprising because Eno's actually taking Bonkel head on despite the matchup that it is, being a GM into a Z2M. I love the courage on him right now.
Eno's bombs just cleared out. They timed out. Mikazuki gets caught behind him.
Orbit's putting some good fire down range for... Ooh, but it doesn't matter because a huge punch comes out from Globos, knocking 3 suits out of the fight, and it's a huge cleanup to be done from the rest of the team, leaving Meowing Cats to stagger and regroup, and hopefully get another push in before this point even opens up to A.
So now we see Meowing Cats take that A window position. They're grouping up. Are they going to push in here? Or are they just going to let them have it and try and stay here at A?
They have to do something because Globos Blancos are already getting off the point and trying to fight him in other spots. They're already taking the fight back to A before the point is even done. Both teams trying to struggle to get this high ground, but it's actually starting to look like it's heading towards Meowing Cats' favor. The Hades comes out from St. Michael, trying to get a pick. Actually gets a little bit of the crossfire from his hip, hits the Soccer, and manages to make him to take him down.
They use
And-
2 ults, but we still see lots of ults up on the Meowing Cat side.
Yeah, I think
Globos
Beyond Cats.
Blancos got to catch up in that ult economy.
Yeah, they're a little bit behind on that. They're gonna have a rough time pushing into A, and anytime with any push gets in, they're gonna be met with 2, maybe 3 ults, or even just a butterfly alone. So it's gonna be a very big uphill battle for this point right now. And there we see it, the butterfly coming out from RX Moon getting 1 pick, just spreading damage everywhere, just enough for the rest of the team to clean up and keep this point.
There's still plenty of time. We see Arbalest and Wa come in to clean the mountain.
Yeah, slowly but
Now-
surely, Globos Blancos is actually making it back onto the point, not giving an easy time for the Meowing Cats right now. But they're still holding strong.
Hold the target area.
And Globos Blancos take control with just 15 seconds left on that point.
Hope this helps.
Meowing Cats need to regroup and head to B. Or come up with a plan to get there and take control. Globos
Yeah.
Blancos is already rotated.
Yeah, Globos is already rotated, and they're gonna keep an eye on their ult economy right now. They have 3 suits with ult up, and another 2 on the way. So this fight is actually we're gonna see what was happening for Meowing Cats is gonna be the case for Globos right now, with the ult economy they have.
Ooh.
Oh, but there's already 2 out of the fight, trying to challenge that Z2M and not paying off for it. The
And
remaining,
Arbalest got the punch off on Z2M.
yeah,
Orbit,
Orbit is-
comes in.
dropping down, getting picked immediately by the Gundam and GM. It's too much damage before they can get all 5 shots off, which is nice if
Spin to
you're on
win
the-
from Soccer.
Ooh,
Does that
actually,
clear off point?
Yeah, that's big ults from both the melees from Globos' side, just cleaning everything up, leaving Boneco to fight on his own. He's got a rage. You need to stop shooting this guy when he's in stance. It's not going to do anything. Just make him angry. It's like Hulk.
They said they didn't care. They made him angry and fed him, and then they just took it away as quick as they gave it.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a disrespectful move right there. Meowing guys better answer back with something decent. Boneco actually.
We see Globos Blancos take round 1.
Not bad, not a bad start to this game.
We do need to see some adjustments here for Meowing Cats to make that comeback.
Round 2.
I think Meowing Cats just needs to support their melees when they go in, because a lot of the times you'll see Mikazuki or Bonecow go in on their own, without enough support fighter going in. And that's what makes those suits strong. It's not the suit themselves, but the amount of, or the ability that they distract so hard that you forget that there's a Pale right behind them shooting you up.
And we can see the damage numbers up right now for both teams. We've got Eno, Arbalest, and Master Jake, and Wa having the most damage on the side of Globos Blancos. And then we have Bonekel, RX Moon, and Crib with the most damage from Meowing Cats.
Yeah,
But the
same-
Z2M damage, there's a disparity in damage, but not really in kills.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to see. It's like Soccer is really just going in there and cleaning up and just doing his job as a melee. But honestly, we need to see more damage come out from St. Michael and the Pale Rider. That suit was meant to do damage. He needs to do more of it to give his team the advantage they need. The point is B, but both teams are fighting for the high ground here. We're already
We
gonna see
saw
the,
St. Michael got picked early.
yeah, so it was
He
a
went to
smart
that
move
hill by
overall.
himself. We see
Mikazuki.
Soccer on the Exia get picked.
Bonekel is
Bonekel
just
just-
doing amazing work right now, just cleaning up the entire team, dang near wiping all on his own. This
He
hat,
just
this
said,
is,
I'm going to throw my head into this wall, and y'all ain't going to do anything about it.
yeah, he made it stick. And that's a big opportunity for Meowing Cat to stick that point and get some percentage in. Globos Blancos just looking for any footing to get in right now. And here comes a drop. The big ugly fight that ensues. Orbit just sitting there gunning down as many as he can before they go down, inevitably.
Both teams suffering losses here.
Yeah, it
2
is
down
not
on
a,
Globos, 3 down for Meowing Cats.
it is not a pretty fight from neither side you're looking at this from. But
Meowing Cats still ended up on the point.
yeah, the first point goes to them. Globos needs to take a point and just hold this. Hopefully, you have the advantage on Meowing Cats when they push in.
Ooh, Mikazuki tried getting a cheeky slam in. And they said, nah, we'll just take out Bonkel instead.
Yeah, Bonkel literally caused him so much problem on the B point, so getting him out of the fight early was probably the best thing they could have done.
Eno sends the orbs in.
Yeah, Meowing Cats are fighting, staggering in one by one. This is not what you want to see from them. You need to take this fight on all together. You can't feed the enemy team 1-2 at a time. It's just not going to work. Mikazuki and Bonkel are looking like they want to go in. They could be a nasty combo if they go in together, but they have to wait.
And the rest of Meowing Cats takes the opposite hill. Throw them off balance, make them look the other way. Let your melees go in.
Getting slashed out. Didn't die, but he's just out of the fight for now. So Meowing Cats are going to make a little bit of a push. Bonkel tried to get a slash off.
Interrupted. Globos Blancos is all putting their bodies on point. They said you can't have this one.
Yeah, they're holding. Meowing Cats has a high ground, but they need to put someone on this point right now because that's what
Big
matters.
punch by Crib. And then we see Elidor come in and slam Mikazuki while taken out by Moon. Arbalest trying his best to play his life on that point, and he lasted until 5 seconds were left. So,
yeah, that was enough of a time delay to keep the Meowing Cats and Globos kind of at an even spot right now. Only 6% ahead, which is easily make up in the next point.
And we have another B point.
Looks like we're
made
seeing.
sure they couldn't get that res.
But did you just see Mikazuki right there clean 2 suits off before the point even unlocked? And now he's going for more. Mikazuki's out for blood right now.
And he's taking the point. Ooh, I hear the Hades coming out from St. Michael.
Yeah, St. Michael popping his ult. Maybe just a little bit too early because you're still waiting for all the suits to come in. Just trying to keep him off. Maybe hopefully do a little bit more damage to push him in. Just got to get some more value off of that Hades ult. Because without that, there's no fear of pushing in and running into one.
Globos came in and took the point. Jake and Wa trying to fight the melee bros.
They're doing their best, but I think they're just buying enough time to get points on the board right now. But Bonkel's almost ready to flip it, but he got picked out early. So the point is going to stay Globos
If
for
Globos
now.
can keep control, they'll end up just barely ahead of Meowing Cats for this one.
Yeah, both teams are actually putting up a really good fight right now. I think Meowing Cats saw what happened round 1 and started to fix the error of their ways.
Yeah, they said we just need to rotate more. We need to win the fights early.
And just give the melee, honestly, the back, either just give them the room that they need to fight or just give them the damage. Because that's exactly what they're doing right now.
Or they played around it. Like we saw earlier when they took the opposite hill to distract them from where their melees were.
Yeah. It's looking like a very nasty brawl right now again for A. The 2 players contesting. There's actually 4 Meowing Cats players on A point right now. They kind of just give it up the high ground, except for actually no one from Meowing Cats is on the high ground. They're just taking their time, just backing in and out, keeping a suit on there, just trying to contest as much as possible, making sure that Globos doesn't get too far ahead at this point lead.
Is that the third ult from Eno this round?
I believe
Seems
so.
like every time points changed, he's said GM.
GM balls. GM's balling. Yeah, Eno is doing a very good job making good use of this this short ult charge on the GM. And it has been a little bit early sometimes, but that's all right. As long as that ult is getting cycled out regardless, just putting as much value on the table that he can for the team. But here comes a huge butterfly from Moon. 3 picks off. And it's going to be getting punched out a little bit late. But is this enough to get Turney out of the fight and flip it in time? So Globos has a little bit of time before they have to regroup and take this A point.
They do. We're gonna see if Arbalest can get away. Can he?
There's 3 players here, and they need to start thinking of something soon. Maybe get a pick. I mean, not hastily rush into this, but something needs to happen soon.
Oh, Jake popped his Hades.
Trying to look to output as much damage as possible. Both Hades from teams have been just having a
The
hard
only
time
ult we
getting as
see
many
is
picks.
the punch from Crib, and Crib goes down on point. He's not going to get to use it.
Yeah. Orbit's the last person on point. Hopefully he can... Nope. Tried to hold it for as long as he could for the Meowing Cats, but it just wasn't enough. And it was big enough of a team wipe that you didn't see a Staggerfest going on.
I can't even say for sure what happened to lose them that point.
It was just the steady of losing like one suit after the next and after the next. None of the little fights that were happening on the point were being won by Meowing Cats. It just... Master Jake popped that Hades ult and just output as much damage as they could. Yeah. They were just surrounded.
Tony, I know you're a GM fan. Did you like the MVP GM?
I am very happy what I'm seeing here. You know, just outputting so much work right now make me so happy. GM getting the
Just
chance
a
to
chef's
fight
kiss.
that they deserve. It's just beautiful. I know UO would be proud right now if he was watching this. A good observation from Derpertai here in the chat is that we didn't really see too much of a C point from the Mountain R&D there, which is very weird because most of the time, if something like that happens, you don't see B point. But C just
Yeah.
got left out almost entirely.
I mean, which is more of a pain? The B point or having one team just control the hill for the whole game while it hops AC, AC, AC?
I think honestly it depends on what suit you're running. You know, if you have a turn A, you want to see that ANC more. And even if there is a lot of people on the high ground, you could find an advantage. Maybe go from the opposite side of the hill and ult from the tunnel. And that can get you a decent amount of damage off from the butterfly before you die. So your team can push up. But depending, it's just, again, it just depends on the comp that you run are the points you want to see. If you have a turn A like Meowing Cats, you want to see A and C as much as possible. That's what's going to bring your bread and butter. But if you run the double melee, then B
You wanna
point
see
is
that
also...
B.
Yeah, is also just as valuable.
So we got Colony Trading Post coming up. They're trying to get both teams in. They get their subs through, and
And
looks like we're seeing a switch in for the side of Globos.
yeah, Soccer's getting traded out for Xander right now.
Yeah,
And
he had to
I don't
leave
think-
before we could let him in.
Get him out of here. But I think for right now, for the side of the Meowing Cats, what we need to see is going into calling trading post. You need one less melee. Maybe you could still make it work on Mikazuki, but you have to play that range on this map now. You have to give consideration into changing up the comp and not running the double melee. You need a Gundam. You need a Pale Rider, and then maybe something else like a Zeta. But just try and play the range on this map as much as possible to its maximum efficiency, you know?
Yeah, and it looks like there are going to be no subs on the side of Meowing Cats. So now we get into the unit bans. Globos gets the first ban this time. We'll see what they go for. This is an entirely different map than R&D, so could be anyone's guess.
Yeah, I hope the Globos have been practicing their strategies as much as they have been their skill.
Looks like they're sticking with the same ban as last time with the Susanoo.
Are they Dino? Are they dancing? What's the move here, cats?
I feel like all these teams need a walkout song like in the WWE.
I would hard agree, but we need to start thinking, what would those songs be there? What would be the vibe of the cats? The cats, a little bit of on the playful side, so you got to give them a song like
Nyan Cat.
maybe
Bring it
something
back
like that.
to 2004 with Nyan Cat.
Jeez, time. It's not been that long, has it? Oh my gosh.
I don't know when Nyan Cat happened, but that was like the dawn of the internet.
Internet memes. It's good times. Oh, looks like the Meowing Cats are switching things up. They're gonna go with the pale band here.
I mean, Pale is really good on this map. Pale's really good on every map. But
No, pale is just an overall valuable band altogether. So it doesn't matter who plays it on whoever's team or what. It's just the value that suit brings to the table is just too much.
But we'll see if Globos can make any use of Dom being opened up now.
I think honestly, Meowing Cats might make just as much value out of that suit too, because St. Michael can now flex Dom Trooper. So maybe getting Pale out of the way was kind of what Meowing Cats wanted overall. Well, I mean, I guess it is because they did ban the suit, so. Let's see how it plays into both teams' favors.
We're already seeing some players hovering the Dom, hovering the Ashmar. Is this the first Colony game? His first one I've seen, at least in a while, that we have a Colony game where Ash was not banned.
You know, I honestly can't remember the last time I've seen that either. But there's been a lot of bans and picks going on with these suits. I just know that the suits that generally get banned the most is Dom Trooper, Ashamar. Pale has been on the up and up lately on terms of suits getting banned, but it's almost getting closed out with like Z2M and Susan O with the amount of melee one tricks that there are in this league. Which is, you know, that's a very targeted ban when you think about it. Derbitar didn't do anything wrong. He just wants to play the suit, man. I'm sorry, my guy. I feel for you. That's painful. Let my man cook.
Hashtag Derbitar didn't do anything wrong.
Derbitar did nothing wrong, indeed. All right, 5 seconds on the clock here, and I believe we're hoping to see an explosive outcoming from Globos here.
Yeah, Globos on the attack. Looks like they're all going to be heading for Waypoint.
Yeah, it's a decent start. You want to get that waypoint. It's a nice place to start from.
And a lot of them get melted to half right from the rip.
Yeah, there was a lot of damage getting output from the Meowing Cats right there, because St. Michael and whatever burned, I think from Crybaby, just kept them like half, but it wasn't enough to actually keep him from pushing that bridge. There was not much resistance at all, actually, which is insane because everybody's looking down. And we're already
Some
getting
info in the chat. Nyan Cat's birthday was April 11th, 2011.
It's still pretty old. For a meme, that is pretty old.
Or April 2nd.
Yeah, Globos, Blancos actually putting Mikazuki on the run here, but Mika's just quick with the steps there. Out dodging all three of them.
Cost him? It did cost him. St. Michael's coming in with the Dom. They're going to try and take him out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Surprising to see Jake on the Dom for this.
I kind of expected to see what, but Blancos have their own strat in mind, and it's kind of working for them because they got the bomb off, and now they're just causing as much mayhem as possible. Meowing Cat's kind of just feeding him a stagger fest with one suit dying right next. Mikazuki here getting caught out as well. If they can pick this suit off, then it's just going to be almost impossible for Meowing Cats to just keep everybody together.
And we see Globos playing really smart. They're keeping two guys up top that can shoot through the grates to defend B, one on each side. And still keeping some down low.
Yeah, 15 seconds on the clock, and it looks like Blancos is still holding it as strong as they can. A Gundam ult coming out from Wa right now, just to try to delay as much time as it can. Orbit and Crybaby looking in, just trying to find something to inch into, but it's just not going to happen. And the bomb
Young
goes off
Cat
on the
said,
first
all
point.
right, retreat, retreat, but it might be too late for some of them. We see Orbit get picked out. St. Michael going to make it. Ooh, just barely got picked.
Yeah, this is the opportunities that Blancos needs right now to get in and get that relay as fast as possible. Just keep the foot on the pedal. Try to pick out the melee, but it's not going to happen quite so easily because Bonekill and Mikazuki are cleaning suits up one by one.
And then Bonekill gets taken out by the focus fire.
Bonekill and Mikazuki
St. Michael
are
going
out
to
right
push
now.
back up.
Yeah, St. Michael is right there in the middle of the tunnel, sandwiched between Eno and the Dom Trooper, but managing to slide right through him. The punch coming out from
Successful
Ashimar,
punch.
taking GM out of the fight now, and it's just back and forth. These teams are
Elidor
fighting
got
for this
flipped
relay.
by Moon.
The punch comes out from Arbalest in retaliation, but it's not going to be enough to kill Bonekill right now.
He hit him with the stance. He said, you can't kill me.
Meowing Cats doesn't exactly have their foot on the chokehold right now, but Globos
They're
doesn't
pushing
exactly
in.
have a foot in there either. They're just both like back and forth, give and take,
We
trying to do
see
their best.
Meowing Cats has a big lead on the ult economy right now. 5 ults just sitting in the chamber.
Yeah, Crybaby just used their ult, but they're already 40% up. That shows you how fast the charges come out these days. But
Yeah, and we see Globos. Well, got cleaned up by Mikazuki there. Globos has 3 ults. Seemed like they popped 2.
yeah, they need to get themselves picked up and put together and get a push in soon. But again, it's going to be hard. There's 4 ults here from Meowing Cats right now. And the Dom Trooper ult coming out, trying to give the team as much pressure onto the team as they can. Xander throwing their ults as well. And the suits are now starting to fall one by one. Orbit holding down this relay for as long as they can. Just delaying the time, not giving the relay. Now Crybaby is
takes
the
him
only one
out.
there.
Ooh. So Globos gets control of the waypoint and they all respawn. Perfect timing.
Yeah, but the Meowing Cats respawn just in time to combat whoever's coming in on the bomb sites right now. So it's going to be another bit of a stalemate in terms of the fighting, with no real plans coming off.
You know, you typically don't see people start the fight going for A point.
No, it's just
And
A point
this
is
is
so
probably why.
yeah, it's so hard to hold, and it's really just hard to get a plant off altogether because it's so close to their spawn. B, you have a bit more leeway, and it's a bit more favored towards the defender's side or the attacker side. Is on fire right now, just dishing out as much damage as it can, and actually managed to keep St. Michael off the bomb.
We see Elidor Moi, Arbalest, and Jake come in. And Moon pops the butterfly. How much cleaning up can Moon do here?
I wouldn't think it's enough to clean up. Arbalest gets a slam, and now the Meowing Cats are starting to fall one by one. They're not all dead quite yet, but they're just so low in health that it's just an ugly fight. There's GM bombs on the point, and that's going to delay so much. Moon tried to eat it with the grab, but it just wasn't enough. He dies to it. Now Crybaby is 1, and their Meowing Cats are just throwing bodies onto the bomb as much as they can, hoping something sticks, but it's not enough. Yep,
Globos takes 2-0 with only 46 seconds left on the clock.
It's quite the hold there from the Meowing Cats, but it just was not enough to keep Globos off that bomb.
Yeah, Globos played it smart. It looked like they faked that A push at the very beginning, and they sent 2 down to B with no opposition to plant that bomb.
Yeah. Meowing Cats has the opportunity to go 2-0, and if they do, then Globos don't have too much of an advantage with that 46 seconds on the clock. So, there is still a decent amount of hope here for the Meowing Cats. We see the damage numbers come out here for the Meowing Cats, and it looks like Crybaby is absolutely hurting right now. The only person on this map right now in the 20k damage range. Everybody else is trailing behind 2 or 3k, even 4k damage.
But you see two Globos members rocking that over 20 kills.
Yes, this is true. There is less damage coming out from Globos in one person, but enough cohesion going on that suits are dying. And that's kind of all you need. You don't really need 30,000 damage to do the trick. Just 15k here, 15k there, and a team wipe.
Also, it's time for my public apology. I'm sorry, Crybaby, for saying your name is Crib for so long.
You know, honestly, before Cool Cheese told me that was their name, I used to think it was Crib as well. But Crybaby makes a lot more sense now you look at it.
All right, so we see Meowing Cats takes the same push that Globos did. Globos is a lot less grouped up here on that waypoint. They just kind of backed off a little early. They wanted to check. Bonekill coming in with the Sazabi. First Sazabi we've seen.
Yeah. I think Globos just honestly opted to try to hold this bridge back as long as possible. But, you know, it's going to get picked out early by the Mikazuki. And that's kind of give me the opportunity that they need to get in. Globos is kind of just starting to lose members' health one by one, and there's 3 down already. It's such a coordinated push from the Meowing Cats right now.
Ooh. Orbit was planning, but he got knocked off of the bomb. They never got the successful plant. Will they be able to get it before Globos can group back up?
Yeah, Globos is actually doing a very good job despite being on the back foot of the plant there. They only had 3 members up, but actually still managed to hold the entirety of the Meowing Cats off that bomb. Ino's caught in between 3 members and still somehow living. It's insane.
It's the beauty of GM.
Yeah, just being a little squirrely guy, just walking in and out and just dishing damage, throwing bombs, and just being a general nuisance, but oh, it wasn't enough for RX Moon to get the plant off. Well, here we got a B plant coming out from St. Michael.
St. Michael was able to get that B off right before getting slapped into the ground by Barbados.
Ooh, Xander ate the bomb so that the diffuser can do their job. Very cohesive.
You see Mikazuki get that Barbados ult, and he baits the B plant so Moon can get the A plant. This might be what Meowing Cats needed, was to take that high ground, get the bomb up there.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of air superiority coming from Meowing Cats right now with Crybaby. Just outputting as much damage as they can, holding Globos Blancos at bay. But slowly but surely, they're actually moving in. Elidor getting caught out by the Mikazuki.
Might have been a ping diff there. We all know how Barb 1v1s tend to go.
Yeah. A little bit of a laggier the better, but that's not to discount Mikazuki's skill as a Barbados player.
I've been diffed many times by Mikazuki, not by ping on the Barb.
By pure skill. But it looks like a very commanding hold from Young Cats right here. And the bomb, with 10 seconds left on the clock, and a desperate push coming in from Globos Blancos. The being confused coming out, stunning 2 or 3 suits, but it doesn't matter because the Moonbeam comes and wipes the entirety of the team. Absolutely huge play coming out for Moon right there.
Yeah, I don't know if that was very smart on the side of Globos, because now they are not there to contest that waypoint.
No, I think the relay is going to automatically go to the Meowing Cats right there, but that's fine. You still have 3 minutes left to potentially hold them back. It's just going to be a very nasty fight up until the end here. But again, Meowing Cats could honestly get 2 plants off successfully at this rate now.
Yeah, they got delayed for a while, but they got through the choke easy.
Yeah, and that's where we saw the Globos being held for quite a long amount of time. And the fake plant coming out from the turn A to bait the Barb, getting that quick flip and kill for the Meowing Cats. Very smart play from Moon. We're seeing, what is going on? 4 plants? Am I hearing that correctly?
Yeah,
they're finally sticking to A.
They were just juggling. They didn't know what they wanted to do. They juggled between A and B.
Yep. And now we're gonna see 50 seconds left on the clock, but it's an A plant right here. So Globos has a relatively decent chance. But before you defuse, hold on there, buddy. You have to get rid of that barb because he doesn't even have to kill you.
They're all standing around.
Odor with the ult, going through two people, getting a decent amount of. Oh, that was just both barbs just getting those slashes in.
Globos
doing maximum damage to the teams.
Globos Ninja took the waypoint so that they could have enough time to get that defuse, and it paid off for them. Yeah, you know, threw the mines into A so that they could just go in and everybody else would run out.
Yeah, we're seeing the Meowing Cats kind of getting held up in a weird way, just put in the choke of that tunnel. And Eno just getting juggled around right now, getting flipped and dipped by the turn A and the bar. That was such a disgusting combo. You did not have to do him like that, Meowing Cats. Jeez, man.
But we see a team kill come out on the side of Globos up top, and now they're back at the choke where they wanted to be in the first place.
Yeah, St. Michael just doing the right thing, waiting for his team, just trying to keep everybody in order before they push in. Now, Meowing Cats seem to do a decent job of just not even taking damage until everybody's there. But St. Michael's got the key to put them in there. Let's see if he pops it.
Ooh, Mikazuki tried to dive in, and he just got denied by the GM punch.
Yeah, a decent hold. And honestly, ults are just coming out from the Globos. They're just spending them one at a time. And St. Michael coming out with that Dommel just a little bit too late. He should have used it earlier when Mikazuki was going in.
Yeah, he was too deep. No, none of his team was there to support him. So he just got picked off as soon as it ran out. But now we see the team coming back in. And we see another Moonbeam.
Another butterfly coming out from Moon. And they're gonna live? Yeah, they're gonna live at 100 HP, so close to death, but just enough to get the relay for their team. Well, the butterflies are just absolutely popping off today coming from Moon. Oh, Xander getting caught out by this Magnum Beam.
Jake has his ult. He might pop it here to stop this plant.
No, he's gonna just go with the slam instead. From Elidor, keeping two people off that bomb.
Oh,
and a huge ult coming from me. Coming from Globos here.
Team, now they need to go down to B to defuse.
Yeah, but I think that's gonna be pretty much confirmed because all you have there is the butterfly and the unicorn.
Time is up and they get the defuse. Globos takes the Meowing Cats in a 2-0.
Yeah, excellently played by the Globos here. And a very strong showing for their debut appearance as a rebranded team and new players. They haven't had much time to work together. Doing a good job. Not much time put together, but they're still a very cohesive team and someone not to be messed with.
Well, we can both attest to the fact that they've been putting in the work in the scrims, in the practices. They've probably been one of the most active teams I've seen on this past 2 weeks or so.
Well, I've seen a lot of active teams out there, and somebody's going to have to answer the call to put the stop to these guys very soon because they're kind of hot off the tracks right now.
Globos reverse sweep?
I think that might be the case for the league. I don't want to call things too early, nor do I want to show any bias to any teams because people would hate to see that. But I think Globos have quite the guts to be a force to be reckoned with in this league now.
Yeah, we see the lobbies are clearing out, and
it's just looking like a GG's.
Sotoras Two going to be changed to Globos Blancos. They're not going to go up any rankings here, but their standings will be a little bit better. They'll be at a 2-4, and Meowing Cats, that will knock them out of the second place 4-way tie.
Yeah, now they're sitting with Gundam 7 Stars, who have also been on a bit of a down streak right now, just losing back and forth for fun. And then Wizards yesterday, just both taking their turns on that team. So there's just been quite a bit of upsets lately in their league. And honestly, I'm not against it. Really, I don't want to see any one team hold this commanding lead. And so somebody's going to have to answer to the Wizards of Oz very soon. because they're just running away with the lead. But that's going to be it here today for us, ladies and gentlemen. This is One Trick Tony and C-Dubbed. We have
Let's
been
go,
happy
Orb
to
Gang!
host White Orb Gang, baby. But that's it for me. I am out.
As a star among the midnight sky, all the pressure blinded me, but now I see I'm no different from the rest. You said I'd fly away, but my walls have kept me down. Now I'm lost and I'm afraid, and I'm close to hit the ground. You said I'd fly away. For that open door, show me proof that there is something more. I just hope I am okay with the choices I make. Maybe then I'll understand. You said I'd fly away, but my walls have kept me down. Now I'm lost and I'm afraid, and I'm close to hit the ground. You said I'd fly away.